Hey, what's going on everybody, Jackboard here, and today I'm playing Doki Doki Literature Club again. Okay. You can just skip button to fast forward through text you've already read. Oh, okay. Hi again, Jack. Hello. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Jack. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive head first into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't want to join the club. And told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan just to come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in her club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between, say, Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Jack always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's just because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Jack can be good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. I'm confused already. What have I gotten myself into? It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. What else is new? Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy, no matter what. Is that so? Okay, so, how is it that I'm better talking to people in a video game? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you want it. This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? I don't know. She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Here, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an expressive sigh from within the closet. Natsuki, why are you in the closet? She seems to be annoyed by something. I don't like where this is going. I approach her in case she needs a hand. I don't like where this is going. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga's one of those things you can't admit you're really into until you figure out where the other person stands. I know that part. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelf. Curious, I pull it out the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feeling. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Horror Fate Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. Yeah, me neither. I probably mean it's either way on my demographic or it's really terrible. For me, it's just that I don't read manga. If you're gonna judge, you can do it with the glass on that door. Or you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Jack. Consider this a lesson. Straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Perfect Girls from the box. Oh, please, no! I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attires skirting animated blah 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 blah. Striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly mo. Don't just stand there. What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling for me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. What, am I that bad? Probably. I have no control over this game. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space, while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes, after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? No. I am, but nothing's really happening yet, so I can talk about the same time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Ooh, that's gonna hurt a lot of people. So, what should I expect from this? Is there gonna be plot? Well, obviously. Do you think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? Yes! I did! I mean, oh, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a real funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at an ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they all get their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Wahahaha. Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. Baking? This is just a guess, but there's a lot of baking in this manga. Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into that. Like, I would never get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. Guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so, you're just sitting there staring at me. It's a little weird. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Would you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Huh. I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, eh? You still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Yikes! You're a little violent there. I don't think bacon's the only thing you got from that manga. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except that Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her. She's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. I just finished this chapter. Just finish this chapter! Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. Yikes. Don't say that to her face. But if she's not used to sharing her faithful manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that for Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Not really. Okay, everyone! Are you all ready to read today's poems? Oh god. I forgot the poem I wrote last week. Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but... Monica just said... Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Huh? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course! It will take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. God. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. Okay. By tomorrow. I only got part way through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. Oh, come on. Which is more important? Shows or Natsuki? But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic fit. Yeah, see, Natsuki's more important. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Yeah, that could be a point. That could be one. Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slide the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? No? Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pulled out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I did the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Natsuki! I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Okay, well, let's get started with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems. That's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Ooh. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. Aw, come on. Aw, come on! And you wouldn't have ruined it. Hope you're happy. A little bit. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing to the world like you're all self-important. I'm pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Can't figure out if it's a winner or a loss if she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? You're fine, I guess. Only things Monica will make me if I don't. Wait, what is this? Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek. Cheetahs can run, eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. Honestly, I kind of understand. I don't know. It's interesting. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I want to like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing is to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less found. Yes, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it all fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. You didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. What's next? Sayori! This is a good poem, Jack. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. I'm the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time. Am I the kind of guy? Yeah, I'm definitely not that kind of guy. I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? Like I said before, Jack, deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Deep down, I'm extremely selfish. But you'll never know that. I cover it too well. Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. You just meet me. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much it means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Make me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad, I won't breakfast. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can answer just a little bit. It's a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica is the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. and I'm going to write the best poem ever. I guess I'll look forward to it. Yuri-chan. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh gosh, she doesn't like it. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's okay, I had the same problem. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? Just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading, though, through it. So it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face into her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through it myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Wow! You know your stuff. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, as even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone at the club gives you valuable feedback. This week can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. No, I think you should! Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Natsuki, or if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles stringently as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which stuff's kind of funny, after all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? Ghost Under the Light. Oh my gosh, this is the part where I regret my school. They're not teaching me how to read cursive. Tendrils? The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glows. Bathing? It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe? What? Bathe? Calm? Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Okay, I'm going to just sit here and assume that I did that right. I'm sorry, I must have terrible handwriting. No, it's not terrible handwriting, it's terrible school systems. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Once again, terrible school systems. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. This, okay then. Are you into ghost story? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Jack. Really? Must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only pass over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. You wanna talk about something? That's a lot more soul in putting it that way. I hadn't even noticed, or I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. Guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Shh, that was depressing after a while. Monica! Hi, Jack! Having a good time so far? Good times, maybe. Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Okay, that's not a good thing. You're a computer program, you don't listen. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'm afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just go with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share poems with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Now, this is like... it's kind of weird. Don't worry, Jack. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But that's the sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I am Monica, my poem. I like it, Jack. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something that Suki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So, take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Maybe a long time ago. He seems to tell all kinds of stories, just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see what you're throwing there, but what? So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. What? Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably wouldn't find much fill in her poems. They might be easier to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ah ha 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 ha. Ah ha 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 ha. Yeah, no, of course not. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? Yes, yeah, let's change the subject. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hold and walk. You couldn't have been me. See the direction, the spackle prodder, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of a meaningless image. Just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what did you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. But you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, that sounds like a TV show or something. Phew. I guess that's everyone. Thanks around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my medical writing abilities. Mediocre. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. Because that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper. Generically exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As I read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Yeah? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem. Turns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Oh god, please no. It's clearly not the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Oh god, please, no, let's not have a fight in the middle of the club. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. But why? You know, if you're looking for suggestions, you need everyone's opinion. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Jack did too. So, based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but it's been a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Jack likes my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. No, let's not do this. Let's not do this right now. That's not right. You are just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Jack appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. That's not... And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go on my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, yeah, now what? I wasn't the one who... Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys! Me neither! Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Jack? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all concealed for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Jack. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limiting yourself, is also a waste. You understand that, right, Jack? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. No! Don't make me! Well, I'm gonna end the video right here. Yep, I'm leaving it on a cliffhanger. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe to my channel for more content. Make sure to check back next week to figure out who I'm going to side with. Other than that, that's it for now. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!